guys, Legion Looter here, playing a little bit more Brighter Shores. Today we're going to be killing 100 Beady Eyed Deathcrow. They are level 36. Keep in mind I'm level 46 right now, so I'm going to get less XP and it's going to be a lot easier for me to kill these. I do only have level 24 gear though, so these will definitely be an upgrade for me if I can manage to get some rare and epic items. Oh, and look at that, we got a rare truncheon. And unfortunately, because we were too busy looking at the loot, we failed to give you some of the information that would be useful. So let's go ahead and kill another one and we'll find out how much knowledge you're going to be getting from these. And you also have to keep in mind at a lower level combat, and if you fight these, I believe you get more knowledge XP. So right now I'm getting 2 each, so it's still pretty decent, right? I think from the grizzly bears I was getting about 2%, so not horrible, right? And you have to obviously go through this transition to fight high level monsters, and if you want to fight high level monsters closer to your level, so about for me I'm 46, right? If I want to fight level 44 creatures, I'm going to have to use a lot of potions and things like that to help me. So let's get him killed. So 1326 XP, and I think it's about 400 copper. They also drop these horn shells, but these are only worth about, I think it's 200 copper, 233 copper, so they're not really worth picking up, unless you're low level I suppose, and wanted to pick them up and bank them, which I don't think would be worth your time, as it would be inefficient to leveling up your combat, getting knowledge experience, plus the gear that they could drop would be more beneficial I believe to just collect the gear. So 1 silver, 130 copper. I don't think they drop it on every kill, but it's still pretty good coin, right? About a silver and some copper, so that's not horrible. Let's go ahead and see how much we get this time. I do think it's very important. I already said it, but I'm such a higher level, 10 whole levels, so your experience might be different. There we go, another silver and what was it, 294 copper. So I do think that they are great for getting silver and upgrading your gear, and if you're fighting them at a lower level it would even help you a little bit more. It would just take a lot longer. So I guess it just depends on how you kind of want to spend your time, right? Do you want to kill creatures that are relatively close to your level and take a little time doing it, or do you want to fight lower level monsters, slowly gear yourself and collect loot along the way? You'll definitely probably get a lot more faster XP fighting lower level monsters than having to use potions the whole time you're fighting these creatures, right? So I guess you'll put a little bit more time into actually getting yourself geared up, but I think that in the long haul, right, the long run, you're going to have more silver, probably get a little bit more knowledge, right, because you're going to be killing a lot more creatures, so definitely going to benefit right there, right? You're going to get a lot of knowledge, and it's just potentially going to be slower gearing yourself, but I think you're going to be able to get a lot more knowledge, and you can use that in other skills while you're training your combat. So obviously I think from a lot of standpoint it makes sense to just kill something lower level and slowly gear yourself. Along the way you'll get a lot more knowledge, you'll get a lot more coin, and I think that that's probably the right way to go. But you can see here he's almost about to kill me here, right? You're getting pretty close even with the 10 level difference. I think once I gear myself up better, I don't think I'll have to worry so much about that happening. So I haven't got any gear drops, right? Actually I got this one right off the gate, but it's guardian only, so it doesn't necessarily help me, but that's a great drop, right? And I've killed a little bit of these before. They actually drop a lot of armor and a lot of weapons. So anyway guys, don't want to keep you too much longer. I feel like it's pretty basic with these, right? They're going to drop about a silver and a couple hundred copper, and they're going to drop some armor and some weapons. So we'll show you we get from 100 of these, and you can check out the loot at the end of the video. So we hope you enjoyed the video so far, and Brighter Shores is bringing a lot of cool things that I really enjoy and I like to play. So thanks again, and let's get these 100 kills done. Oh, we got throwing knives. Right guys, so we're going to be selling all the loot that we got from 100 Beady Eyed Deathcrows, but before we do, we want to see how much silver we have. We have 460 silver, 324 copper, and we started with 382 silver and 867 copper. So it's quite a bit right there, right? I believe it's about 80 silver made. So 80 silver in coin, which is actually quite good. So we've got 80 silver around, give or take, right? Let's go ahead and look at what we got. So we got quite a bit of good things, right? We got a upgrade here for our legs. So obviously we're going to be getting about 11 in strength. And then you look at Carnage, right? A huge boost. So that's helpful. We are going to be losing a little bit of this ability here, but these two are quite significant, right? And it's a really big jump for this one as well. So we're going to go ahead and equip those, and obviously we have to sell the old ones now, right? So it's not going to give us a good indication of what it would have been worth. We also got these epic play boots, which was quite an exciting drop. So you can see that it's like a massive upgrade for us right there, which will help us kill the the higher level monsters when we get there. So we're going to go ahead and equip those. Let's bring them to the quartermaster and go ahead and sell all, right? And you're gonna have to click this because there's some really good items in there. I want to make sure you want to sell them, right? So we've got 62 silver, 549 copper on top of the 80. So that brings it to about 141 silver we made, right? But we actually have one more item that we had to bank in here, and we're not going to sell it, but let's just go ahead and just see what it would actually bring us if we did sell it, just for the sake of it. So it's about 17 silver, right? So that brings us to about 157 total silver made. And the reason we're not going to sell it is the game is still very in early development, and I'm not quite sure if at one time I'll be able to use that item in some way. Maybe in some sort of auction house I could sell it to other players who might be able to use that equipment. So for now we're just going to hang on to it. We got a lot of knowledge. I think that we actually got about 2 knowledge level ups total, and as well is all the silver we made, which actually was quite significant. But I say it was about 157, right? 157 silver, so that was actually quite good. And I do believe that we got 2 combat levels. I think we're about level 45, but I think we were already working toward the level, so we could just say like a level and 3/4 of combat for 100. So they're obviously slower to kill. I didn't really time how long it took, but I'll have to probably say it's about 35 seconds per kill, maybe. That sounds about right. So definitely a little bit longer to kill. So I think these are a great way to get new gear. Obviously you might be a different level when you're going to be killing these. So overall that was our loot from 100, and we were excited to do it, to show you the cool loot that we got. And we also got these really cool boots now, and upgrading legs. So you can see we're slowly gearing. Just by killing 100 we got 2 new pieces. So obviously drops are random, but if I was to kill these for another like 300 potentially, I might have all my gear to level 36. So thanks for watching the video, and we hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to be making some more videos about Bright Shoals and potentially some other games. Thanks for watching.